We're going to read today is called Bird Feet, and it's all about birds and how they have different types of feet for different purposes. Today when we read, we're going to learn a new strategy. So you've been doing really well with the stop, think, paraphrase, and you retold your story really well when we read last time. So the new strategy is make an inference in nonfiction books. So this is our strategy card. So we're going to practice find an important sentence, ask a why question about the sentence, and then we're going to answer your why, and then you're going to answer your why question. So I'll model it for you first, but before we get started, there are some funny words in here about different types of birds that I wanted to show you. And I had Milo read this one with me too. I think it was Milo. Yeah, Milo was reading this one with me. So we're looking at some funny words here. So this is a bird that I had never heard of. So they have a word in bold here, and then it's also in parentheses, so you can know how to say it. So this is Zasunas. Can you say that?
Zazunas.
Kind of a tongue twister, isn't it? Zasunas is how you say it. So that's one bird that you'll be reading about. And then another one. This one is a booby, also called boobies when there's more than one. I know that's silly, isn't it? And also we're going to learn about how these penguins fish for squid. Those are some of the words that are a little tricky in this one, okay? We're going to read half the story today and we'll read the other half tomorrow.
People feet and bird feet. Feet are attached to the end of our legs, often hidden inside our shoes and socks, so we don't think much about them. They look pretty much like everyone else's feet. They are all about the same shape, with 5 toes and a heel. Some people actually have 4 toes. I saw someone at summer school last year without. Okay, it's a teacher, and she was having 4 fingers.
Yes, that happens.
Not all bird feet are the same shape. Some are long and thin, and others are wide and thick. They even have different numbers of toes. Birds live in many kinds of places around the world. Each kind of foot helps that bird live in its home. If you want to know if a bird lives on the ground, in the water, or in the trees, just look at its feet.
Okay, so I'm going to show you first. So remember, we're going to find an important sentence. And I'm going to pick this sentence. If you want to know if a bird lives on the ground, in the water, or in trees, just look at its feet. So the question I have is, why do I need to look at the bird's feet to find out where it lives? And then I'm going to answer that why question, right? So I'm going to say, well, from the pictures too, it can help me. The different types of feet.
We can live in land and water.
Mm-hmm. Well, we can't live in water, but we can go in water. You're right. But I can see from the pictures that they have different types of feet to help them walk on land or to help them walk on top of the water.
Is that a kangaroo?
It is not. They're bird feet. We're going to read about that. So remember, Linnea, we're going to find an important sentence and we're going to ask a why question and then we're going to answer our why question. So the next time I'm going to have you try it on the next page. So be thinking about what the important sentence is, okay?
Feet with toes. Birds can have 2, 3, or 4 toes. Most birds, like the robin, have 4 toes on each foot. The robin has 3 toes pointing forward and 1 toe pointing backward. This kind of foot is just right for preach.
So ER, what sound does ER say?
Perching on a branch or hopping on the ground. Pigeons and sparrows have feet like this.
So what do you think is, let's just stop there for a minute. What do you think is what do you think is an important sentence in that paragraph?
This kind of foot is just right for preaching.
Okay.
The branch are hopping on the ground.
So what kind of why question could we ask?
Why is it preaching on the branch or hopping on the ground?
Why does it perch on the branch or hop on the ground? And so can you answer that question then?
Because so it can pick up food and bring it up to its babies.
Oh, very good. I didn't even think about that one.
You
Okay.
never see birds.
Well, I did. Yeah. The first thing I was thinking is, do you know what perching means?
What?
Do you know what that word means? Yep. Very good. It's a bold word, so we can go back in the glossary. So they have it as perch instead of perching.
To sit on a high place like a tree or a pole.
Very good. Yep. So that's what they're showing.
My
No,
favorite
no
bird.
peeking. We're not peeking yet. Let's stay focused. Go ahead and read the caption and then
You will find robins in forests and fields, and right in your own backyard. How to sleep in a tree. What if you had to sleep standing up in a tree branch? You would want a foot like a robin's foot. When the robin sits on a branch, its toes curl tightly around it. It keeps the robin from falling off when it sleeps.
So did you learn something else that you could use to answer your why question?
The feet can curl up tightly, and it's
So that
not
what?
going-
When they're sleeping, what happens?
They don't fall.
Good. Okay. So remember this word is zazunas.
Zazunas. Oh, zazunas also have 4 toes, but their toes are very long. Zazunas live in lakes that are not very deep. Long toes called zazunas walk on the flat plants and grow on the top of the water.
Okay, so what was an important sentence in that paragraph?
Long toes help zazunas walk on flat plants that grow on top of water.
Okay, so what's a why question that we can ask about that?
Why do they have big feet, and why do they land on thin plants when it's on water?
And how can we answer that question?
Because weapons they eat fish.
They eat fish, you think?
I think. Hold on.
So why do they have
They say zazunas is a old word. A
Mhm.
bird with very large feet that lives on or near ponds and lakes.
Mhm. So why do they have the long toes?
So they can land on thin plants on water.
Yeah, what do you think would happen if they had big thick toes and they were supposed to try to walk on those? What do you think would happen?
Well, if you see this bird, it actually can land on here.
Mm-hmm. What
'Cause
if,
it's
like we
like
saw
right-
this other picture though, what if it had toes like this? What would happen?
Well, it will cut through it and you're dead.
It would sink them in. Well, they said the water wasn't very deep. It was not very deep, but they still would probably fall through, right?
What if it was like a bird like this,
Mm-hmm.
very small? Hey, it has my same color eyes.
Okay, let's keep reading.
This zazuna makes its home on these lily pads.
Mm-hmm.
It finds food like snails and worms under the leaves of plants.
So now you probably answered another part of that because you thought they might eat fish. What do you think they eat?
Worms and snails.
Very good. All right.
I feel so sad for my snails.
These two are
Feet like a blanket. This booby. Why do I have to read about this? Is a bird that spends most of its time on or near the ocean. A booby has webbed feet. That means it has skin between its toes. Most birds that swim have webbed feet. Rubies also use the Y web feet to keep their eggs warm, like a blanket.
Okay, so what's an important sentence in this paragraph?
Well, its feet can actually be warm to keep the eggs warm.
Okay. Yeah, so where was that?
The web feet is to keep their eggs warm like a blanket.
Okay, so what's a why question that we could ask? Why?
Why are they coming in so early?
They're not early. It's okay. Let's just finish this page and then we'll be done for today. So you said webbed feet to keep
Can I
their
just
eggs
finish this one?
warm, like a blanket, is the important question. So what's the why, or is the important sentence? What's the why question you can ask with that?
Why do they have their warm?
Very good. Why do they have to keep it warm? And now you can answer that question.
Because so the eggs will actually cold and die.
Very good. Okay. So now we're going to keep practicing this making an inference because I noticed that you do really good retelling, but we're going to focus more on about the text and those types of questions, okay? So
You
can
got a
think
paper
little
cut
more.
too.
I don't think so. All right, Linnea, that's all for today.